So I'm on my way up to Aerie's Mountain Resort. If you're gonna come up here to do the mountain coaster, just note, you do not drive up to it. You park down here. And then you take the ski lift up. It is $10 to take the chairs up, and then I believe it's $18 for the coaster. So a bit of an expensive coaster credit. Thought it would only be 18, but an extra 10 on top of it. And however long this takes, because we seem to stop a lot on the way up. We've stopped many times and we're barely getting going here. Yeah, he's just chilling right there. Now you can take those, but why would you? Do this instead. This is much better. If you decide to try to drive up to it, that's where you're gonna get blocked. That's where I went. Had to turn around just like that car's doing. And the $10 to use these chairs, that does allow you access to it all day long. You can come up, go back down, and come back up later until closing. And I do hear some mountain coaster noise off in that direction, behind the trees. Oh, yeah, there they go. I'm up here now. There's the Alpine coaster. So, there are cars up here, but I think those are workers. So you come in up there, sign your waiver, purchase your ticket, then you load right here. It is a Saturday, so of course there's a lot of people doing it. So don't really have much of any views of the mountain coaster unless you're on it, or just a couple little sections as you're riding the ski lift. As far as the mountain coaster itself goes, it didn't really do much. There was no air time, but it did pick up some decent speed right off the bat. You do start with the downhill portion and you end with the long lift hill. It's just one downhill portion, one lift hill. And there is no air time. There is a whole lot of auto braking. But it is a cool setting though. Going through the woods there and leading all the way down to the Mississippi River. That is pretty cool. You can't see the river from the mountain coaster though. But you know you're heading down into the river valley. I don't know how long this path, it just keeps curving around. Pretty cool. Get a good view out here. So the mountain coaster was $18.63, including the chairlift was $28.63 to get this coaster credit. I paid less for Bankston's Pumpkin Farm, and that was a lot more fun. But you don't get a view like this on Bankston's Pumpkin Farm. I should get going because it's going to take about a half hour to take the ski lift down, because it stops a lot. So if you want to use that deck, you got to eat at the restaurant. If you want to use this deck, you got to, I guess, pay for drinks at the winery. So if you don't want to pay even more money, these are the only views that you're going to get, is just from walking around. It is still a pretty cool view though. It'll be an even better view taking the chair down. This was something interesting and different to do. And it reminds me a lot of being in Gatlinburg again. I never thought that I'd be doing something like this in the St. Louis area. I didn't know it was going to be this. I thought I was just going to drive up to a spot and ride a mountain coaster, but this made it even cooler. So there are cabins back there. So if you stay in one of the cabins, I guess, then you are allowed to drive up here. And who knows how many hundreds of dollars that costs. And I did not go in to try any wine. I don't even know if they have a tasting. And I see the hotel there. That's before you get blocked. So it's a lot more mountainous on the north side of the river than the south side, I can tell. And I hear some people on the mountain coaster. Or one person.